good, yo? Welcome back to Random Comic Racks issue number 10 of all new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. The final issue, as far as I'm aware. Let me check my app actually. Did this one also get like an extension like Black Cat did? Or was it just Black Cat that got the extension? Let's see. Where is it? There was Koski. Okay. All right, let me check. 3 out of 10 mixed. Let's see. Yep, this is the last issue. Last issue, man. Honestly, this run was kind of a wash. Not gonna lie. Like, why are we putting her in 616? Why are we actually having her converse with Norman and turn into the Green Goblin? Just like, this has been a wash. Not gonna lie. Let's put her back in her 66th. Anyway, credits. The detonate, the denomate, the mount, denomate, whatever. The moment of reckoning after the upheaval, the chaos. I pulled the thread, sets the stage, fed the lines. I know now. I know how the story ends, of course. And spoiler alert. Next page. The hero doesn't win. The city is diseased. I tried to save it. But when you get sick, the doctor doesn't try to save the bad germs. No, the doctor gives you medicine to kill the germs. Hammerhead and his gang are back. Our bad germs. Next page. The increase in crime, the attack of the art fundraiser, bringing massive amounts of weapons into the city. Fuck! Hammerhead wanted to stage another gang war. He wanted to take control of the city, become the new kingpin. And because of the Hammerhead, Nicholas Vase is dead. Because of Hammerhead, I felt a man's neck snap at the end of my web. He thought he could run after I broke up with his little arms deal. Ghost Spider was too weak to end him. But me, Gwen Goblin. I can't. We'll save this city. Please, put me down. I got money. I can pay. Oh, you will pay with your life. Next page. Oh, damn, did she kill him? What have you done? I warned you about going down this path, Gwen. Like, you're one to talk, Norman. Wait, hold on. Hang on. There we go. Had to reset. I told you, hold on. Hang on. I skipped. I told you about going down the path. I told you that you weren't a killer. Now you were wrong, Norman, and now you're next. Was that like a kill switch or something? Oh, I think it just sends in the Goblin Glider to protect him. Ugh. You are nothing without the Green Goblin, Norman. You let it use you, but I know how to use it. You don't want to do this, I promise you. Gwen, that suit, it knows me. If you do this, it will turn on you. It will. Huh? What the hell? What? The suit rigged with poison? Next page. Bravo! There was action and heart. And of course, tragedy. So I guess that was all Mysterium. And Hammerhead doubted me, doubted in my abilities. Yet with little more than smoke and mirrors, I brought down a mobster, a millionaire, and a superhero. That shot goes cool. That shot's pretty cool with Gwen with the spotlight. Sorry, too bright. We just thought you'd like a spotlight for your big monologue. Hey, Mysterio. Wait, why are there clones of Gwen? Hey, Mysterio, you just a thought, but maybe you can talk a little more about why this victory matters so much to you. I agree. Really, sell us all, sell us on we what and on why we should care about this big ending with you. Hook us in. No, how? Next page. Wait, did you say how or now? Yeah, how. I was like, wait, did you say how or not? I had to check. Nice old page spread. A good magician never reveals her tricks, but this isn't magic. You know that better than anyone, Mysterio. So what, could she get some as Shadow Clone or something? Well, it's simple illusions. Meant to deceive. Meant and distract. Distract from what? From me. I love a good twist ending. Gwen. And scene. Well played, Ghost Spider. If I ever hear of another theater pun, it will be too soon. The only thing looks like our fellow Thespin has decided to go back on his deal. I assume he would. My father and some more officers are set up on the next block, ready to grab him. Then in the immortal words of Hamlet. Next page. The rest is silence. 2 days later, I started to realize something was wrong. It was wrong when I first went to the morgue. From the autopsy report for the man I supposedly killed showed organ stress that would be inconsistent with a snapped neck. While toxicology was a bit inclusive, it started to feel like I was being set up. And so you realize it was this Mysterio guy. Norman Osborn called me. As the main donor for the museum where that fundraiser was being held, he knew what happened and launched his own little investigation, which led him straight to Hammerhead. Norman had already had his suspicions about Mysterio's involvement, but when I told him about the autopsy report, that all but confirmed it. We just need a way to draw Mysterio out of the shadows, and Mysterio can't resist being a complete show-off, so we played along. Next page. Ugh. Use some teach from Oscorp. We'll have a couple of drones to create an illusion of a ton of me's. Everyone was in on it. Your dad, Norman, even Hammerhead. Hammerhead took some convincing, but he agreed to a deal. A shortened sentence for the performance of a lifetime. I dropped him from the building. He landed squarely on. He landed on a squishy mat and gets a few years off his sentence. I just really wish I could have told you, Fabian. And I'm sorry. It was just okay. I gotta. This kind of makes sense because the way Gwen was like, I guess you could make it like she was just playing along and be like, "No, I killed a man," but like the way it was coming up made it seem like it was legit. But like, okay. I guess we can all say that she was just living the gimmick, as we say in the wrestling business. And I'm sorry. It was just I didn't know how Mysterio was always watching, but driving you away was harder than it's okay. It's okay, Gwen. But next time, just remember I was in my middle school production of Beauty and the Beast. I only played a knife, but I was the best utensil the stage had ever seen. Next page. I'll remember to cast you next time I need a stage performance to catch a theater-based villain. That's all I ask. You're cutting it a bit close, though. Your first day, and maybe my last. I'm serious not qualified for this job. You just tricked us all. You just tricked all of us into believing you were turning into a supervillain in order to catch a supervillain. Gwen Stacy is qualified for anything. I told Fabian the truth. I'm still not interested in this relationship. Mostly. I may have suspected a setup early on, but some of my breakdowns and tantrums, not such an act. Sorry I'm late, Mr. Osborne. Traffic? It was bumper to bumper. It's called Citadel, a program created by in collaboration with the U.S. government that obviously is top secret. Weapons, defense, technology, with the sole purpose of protecting the American people from any threat. And you want me to test it. Hit it with everything you have and find the holes. You hired me to destroy the tech that you're building. I hired you to try. When do I start? Is this setting up our next run? Assuming I'm giving this is getting canceled, I wouldn't be surprised if there were no rush to start doing. Because if you guys remember, the last one that happened before this one was a while ago. I think like the first Spider-Verse movie had just come out around that time, so it was a long time ago. Now, next page. Something I didn't tell Fabian, whatever, is that there was a moment, however, brief, when I did feel like I was losing myself. Fabian, my dad, my brand, my dad, even Ghost Spider. So I had to keep reminding myself who I am. Next page. My name is Gwen Stacy. I fight crime as a hero known as Ghost Spider. I'm not the fastest spider or the smartest. The end. I don't have electrical web shooter powers, and I wasn't trained by ninja assassins. I'm just a girl from New York who refuses to quit, and that's what makes me special. All right. Anything? Next, Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Versity #1. I will not be reading. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the issue. As I mentioned before, this run was kind of a wash. If I'm being honest, man, nothing really that great, nothing really all that special, man. There were some good issues here and there, but like it kind of lost the plot and fell off near the end, near the second half of it. But the art was incredible. There was one thing that art consistently did. This run consistently did was consistent. It was the art. The artwork in this issue is great. Who's the artist for this? Who's been the artist for this run? Let me check. Paolo Vignali. I don't know if I said right. Once again, these Italian artists Marvel's been getting recently have been built different. But yeah. But yeah, that's really been like the one consistent thing with this book. If Gwen gets another solo book, I'll probably read it. I don't know. I might end up skipping it. I'm not sure, especially considering how this book ended off. But yeah, man. Overall, I give this issue a 7 out of 10. I'll give it a 7. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow us if you feel like it. Links are dropped below, and as always, come out for more. See you guys next time.